Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next two superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. The trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon the Dudley Boys. And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these 4 men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Wwe and Deadman are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Alpha and Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And a combined weight of 603 pounds. Wwe and Deadman, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Wwe and Deadman have. I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano. And a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Alpha and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Deadman and Wwe Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
Down to opponent and a double axe handle smash.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it'll take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back.
Oh, what a jumping headbutt.
Oh, crack in the head. Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match.
Look out! You gotta be kidding me!
Fell like a boulder out of the sky and absolutely flattened the target.
And there is no other term for that than just cheap. A cheap shot. And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the table before. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting the bell to eventually win.
Up the rope he goes.
Oh, look out! Look out, boy!
From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Oh, right to the gut.
Sent straight into the barricade.
Boot right to the throat.
Deposited across the barricade.
Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
He's got a table. We know where this is going, gentlemen.
Sliding back into the ring. Alpha and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
Big splash in the corner. Thunderous powerbomb.
Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys.
I don't want to know.
And Devon didn't find a counter for that.
Yeah, Alpha just brought the fight to him.
Alpha isn't asking for a table tonight. He's getting it himself.
He quickly slides into the ring.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads.
Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
But did you guys just see the distance traveled on that toss? Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior.
Hey, that's my water bottle.
Don't worry about that now. Just get out of the way, Saxton.
No, you know what? Stay right there, Saxton.
Suddenly we've got front row seats to this thing.
And I don't think we want to get any closer. Driven into the barricade.
Snake eyes!
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Alpha climbs. What's on his mind?
From the top.
And he gets sent back into the ring.
Whoa, what a landing. From up top, right onto the target outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Short 12 line hits its mark. Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Devon. Hoisted the...
And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold. Trying to keep the hold on, but no. Couldn't keep it locked in any longer. Elbow drop. And he's looking out of sorts now.
I think we're about to see a body go through a table real soon.
And a count by Alpha. The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial. Had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestler.
Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope.
Table set up,
And this one's taken him.
popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise. Alpha knows exactly what he wants to do next. Agonizing.
Popped up into the Samoan drop. Incredible. That's it. Alpha just ended things. He's looking to finally put Bubba away.
Table behind him now.
Popped up.
Brace for impact. He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught.
In the face.
And he gets directed into the corner.
Wicked clothesline.
And we're witnessing two titans of the tag team game absolutely destroying each other here.
The Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys battling for supremacy, battling to get the other team through some tables. He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
And taking aim right at the midsection with this offense.
He goes back into the ring here.
Oh, God.
And Alpha and Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.